Good morning, everyone. All right, so we are going to be doing a walk in the Norwood section of the Bronx today. I wanted to give you guys a look at this old cottage style home here, and this is a very famous home. This is the home of Edgar Allan Poe, or at least the last known residence of Edgar Allan Poe. And he, I guess, resided in here sometime in the mid-1800s. This is his last known residence right here. Right off the corner of, I guess, Grand Concourse and Kingsbridge Road. And we're going to start our walk, and what I'll do is we'll kind of walk around. We'll get a little better look. It's closed up right now, so we can't get into the property. But as we start our walk on Grand Concourse, I'll stop and we'll take a closer look in a moment. Hope you guys are doing okay. It is a nice day out. 50 degrees. Unseasonably warm for January here in New York. Here you go, guys. This is a really nice close-up of the house right here. Here you go. Just imagine one of the most famous authors and poets lived in this house. Let's take a look at the north side of the home. It's got an air conditioner. I don't think he had air conditioning back in the mid-1800s, though. Definitely not. That is for sure. I could just picture, and you know how hot it gets up here in the Northeast. I could just picture him sitting at a table at night at around 10 o'clock on a day that was like 95 degrees and it's still like in the mid-80s and he's just sweating it out. Alright, so we're on Grand Concourse once again to start the walk. This time we're not starting at 175th, we're starting at Kingsbridge. We're way more north than we started on the last walk. And we're going to walk into the Norwood section of the Bronx. Grand Concourse, a lot of big apartment buildings on either side. There's the other side over there. And I'll give you guys a look at the entrance of this building on my right here. Building's called the Chestnut. Looks nothing like a chestnut, though. Maybe they cook chestnuts there. Maybe there used to be chestnut trees. I don't know. Is that even such a thing, a chestnut tree? This is one of those moments, man, where you say things and you're like, man, I don't even think that exists, but what do I know? East 196, so that is where we are number wise. Another big opening here for an apartment building. We're actually going to go down East 196th. And this right here on my right here is the subway station for the B and the D line, Kingsbridge Road Station. That is my line, the D line. As a matter of fact, where we're walking into the Norwood section. That is the last stop on the D train, which is going to be perfect because I'm going to get a seat and I'm going to have a long train ride. Basically, riding the entire length of the D line. I told you in the last walk, I'm only about 3 stops from Coney Island, so it's going to be a long train ride. This right here is Valentine Avenue. This is where you want to be living on February 14th, right? I wonder if the women get extra care here on Valentine Avenue on February 14th. Be my Valentine on Valentine Avenue. So I have to think about this. We're on 196th. So I think this is Briggs Avenue. I think, I'm not sure. It's been a while. But I think I will eventually hit Webster. And if we do that, that's where I'm going to make my left. And if not, well, I'll eventually make a left. But I'm pretty sure Webster Avenue is down this way. So in the last walk, we were underneath the train tracks of the 4 train. So I figured I'd kind of give you guys a break from all the noise. It was pretty busy, that walk, huh? There was a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of car washes. I mean, it was like every 30 seconds, there was a car wash. These old style homes over here. If you guys enjoy these walks, please hit the like. It helps. It definitely helps. If you're new to the channel, welcome in and subscribe. I walk all over New York City. The 5 boroughs, primarily Brooklyn. I do a lot of Brooklyn walks. That's where I'm from, and then I do go out to the other boroughs. Staten Island is one borough. That's, they call it the forgotten borough, but it really is. Even with me, it's the forgotten borough. I mean, the only reason I go out there is to visit my sister and her family, but I got to get out there. I got to walk out there, Bronx is the reason. I mean, Bronx is the toughest for me because of how far it is. Like, it's on the other side of the subway map. I'm on the other side of the subway map. So, look at this right here, little community garden. I guess that's quite interesting. They got it all boxed off. Well, like I said, we were going to make a left. So we're making that left now because I ran into buildings. We'll go down 197th. This will be a nice mixed walk. We're going to see some residential. Like, this block is actually nice. There's a nice little block here. We'll see some residential homes. And then what'll happen is we will get into some, you know, busy commercial areas. I'll get you guys a better shot. This van is in the way. Look at this, guys. Whoa. This is I don't even, you know what? Let's see where this goes. This is like a steep downhill. Let's see where this goes. There are stairs. So we're going to take the stairs. That's the thing about Bronx. I said it in the last walk. You're going to find a lot of these spots where you got to walk downstairs just to get to the next level. Look at this. This is like a hill right here. Here are the stairs. 1, 2, 3 flights. A lot of trash. Sad. That's the reality, I guess. Oh, look at this, guys. This is Decatur Avenue. Decatur Avenue. So the name Decatur holds a very tight spot in my heart, because that is the ship I served on. I served on the USS Decatur for 4 years when I was in the Navy, from 1997 to 2001. That was a ship that was brand new. I watched the ship built in Bath Iron Works in Maine. They call us kind of sailors. They call us plank owners. I have a nice wooden plank certificate. By the way, I apologize for all that wind. I gotta get onto Webster Avenue here. Hold on. As I'm coming down the elevation, I'm getting hit with all that wind. All right, I was saying I'm a plank owner because we were the original crew on the USS Decatur. And I have a nice plank. Hanging on my wall. Maybe this wasn't a good idea, guys. You know what? Let's just go this way. Let's just go this way. Let's just get back onto this side. We'll stay on this side of Webster anyway, because it is a sunny area. That wasn't a good idea. I don't know why. What made me want to cross? It's because I'm not paying attention. That's why. I got to pay attention. All right, so we're on Webster Avenue. I'm thinking we'll take this down into the neighborhood. Another part of Bronx you guys get to explore with me. Definitely a place many of you watch and will never go to. maybe some of you watching live in the neighborhood, and some of you used to live in the neighborhood, but I would say like 99% of the people watching this has never been here and never will be here. That's the great thing about this channel. You get to travel without having to travel. I'm doing this all with a nice little cramp in my leg. Yeah, a cramp in my left leg, in my right leg actually. I was talking about it on the last walk. It's been a recurring issue for many years since I was even young, in my 30s. I used to do a lot of running. I bought my brother-in-law a massage gun for Christmas, and he loves it. And I was shocked at how good it works that I have to order one for myself. I actually used it on the cramp, and it got rid of it for a couple of weeks, which was amazing because no one's been able to get rid of my cramp. I've tried a couple of massage parlors. It just, I mean, it feels good when they're, massaging it, but it doesn't get rid of it. But that massage gun really got rid of that cramp for a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, the cramp came back a couple of days ago. Would you guess it? Because I went running. But then also on top of that, which compounded it, was I did that long walk from Brighton Beach all the way to Bensonhurst. Basically, I walked from Brighton Beach all the way home in Ziker Heights. And yeah, that's where we are now. After this walk, I will be taking a rest to try to rejuvenate the leg. I would like to get across the street. There we go. Bedford Park Boulevard. I believe this is the last stop on the B train. For any of you that take the B train, a couple of blocks on my left side is where the B train stops, makes the last stop. Got some of these, I'll say that again, you got some of these interesting looking buildings. You got some apartment buildings over there. It looks like that's, I'm wondering if that's like Metro North right there. You see that Metro, there's like a train station right there. It's probably a Metro North.
So it's just like making sure.
We are walking north, speaking of north. And this is really, this area of the Bronx is it before you hit Yonkers. East 201st. Looks like there's like a big ball field over there. It's even got some grandstands over there. By the way, we are still on Webster Avenue. This right here is Mosholu Parkway. And this is a park over here on my left side. We are walking through some salty areas of the Bronx, man. Look at all this stonework here. Probably been around for hundreds of years. I believe we got a police station on my right side. That is a nice looking building. See, I gotta do my research when I come into these neighborhoods. Look at that. Is that amazing, guys? I'm actually gonna go over there as soon as this car passes me. Got a school bus. I think I said this in my last walk. I get anxious waiting for cars. I'm gonna just walk right in front of this guy because he's going kind of slow. Look at this. Is this beautiful? It's obviously a police department. I just don't know what police department it is. I will put the text out. Wait, here's a sign coming up here. I can't read it because the sun's in my eyes. 52nd precinct, guys. This is the 52nd precinct. Let's get back across the street. This time we got the light. I'm sure somebody that knows the neighborhood was screaming at the screen what building that is and what precinct that was. So I apologize for giving you anxiety. Got this home right here, right in the middle of nowhere. It's got like 3 stars up there above the windows. I will cross behind this guy, not in front of him. Yeah, a couple of old looking homes right there across the street. Dead end streets. There's a train tracks right on the other side over there. That's why. We just passed by a live poultry place. And it smelled like a live poultry place, I'll tell you that. We have a live, where I live, we have a live poultry place right on New Utrecht Avenue. Just off of 84th Street. Been around for some time. Got some breezy winds hitting me right now. This is East 204th coming up. We're actually going to turn up here. We are going to turn up here, guys. We'll see what's up this way. I am going to have to pick a side. I think we will pick that side. We'll pick that side, guys. I see a pizza place. That's why. Lona's Pizza. I guess that's how I'm pronouncing it. Lona's Pizza. Like I said, we are on 204th Street now. It is around lunchtime right now as I'm recording this, so I see some of these stores have their gates down. It's safe to believe that they're probably shut down because they would have been open by now. You do get some places that do open in the afternoon, but the odds of that, like this one next to me I'm walking by, is empty. It's closed and it's empty. The other side does look a little bit more lively. We're going to stay on this side. Got a McDonald's across the street there on the corner. No neighborhood is complete without a McDonald's. I'm actually going to cross over like on this side, right here.
You got scared or something when they do that. You thought you would kill them.
Dollar deal. Wine and liquor and dollar deal. Bainbridge Avenue. All right, there we go. Got the light. I keep crossing back and forth, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at the streets ahead of me, and I'm looking at what looks like there's more stuff to look at. So that's why I'm going back and forth here. So far, we've been walking about 30 minutes. Very quietly, we've been walking 30 minutes. I thought we were only walking for about 15 minutes. Check this side out, guys. By the way, I think I said it back there, but I'll say it again. We're on Bainbridge Avenue now.
Hello, mister?
I'm keeping us busy here by checking out all these different areas. By the way, in case you're wondering, we did pass by the train station, the final train station over here, as we are walking around Norwood, that's how you say it. Norwood, Norwood, Bronx. Upside down unisex. What do they do? Hang you upside down and cut your hair? That might work for a girl, actually. That might actually be easy, right? Put them upside down, you got the hair hanging down. It's just all hanging down, but then it would probably be all uneven and stuff. NHS Hardware, May Laundry, Express Deli, Beauty Salon. Just the local businesses in the area. Looks like they got a big Mar and Fiera breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, so we're walking over by the Reservoir Oval. It used to be a reservoir here. It's now a park. And this home right here that I'm about to show you is another very old home. It is an old farm home. I want to say it was built in the 1700s. This is not the original location of the home, though. This home was moved, I think. And is also the Museum of Bronx History, by the way. But I believe his home was moved a couple of blocks over. I don't know exactly where it was before it was here. But this is a old farmer's home from the 1700s. Look at that. Is that beautiful? All cut stone. The gate is closed, so I can't go in. I know that there's like a statue back there. And I think there's also a tombstone back there, but I can't go back there. The Valentine Varian House. And I will give you guys the read off here. I guess I'll read it for you guys, all right? So, the Valentine Varian House stands today as the Bronx's second oldest house. During the Revolutionary War, 1776 to 1783, the home was occupied by the British, Hessian, and American troops. Financial ruin forced the owner, Isaac Valentine, to sell the home and the 260-acre property to Isaac Varian in 1792. The Varians kept the house for 3 generations. One of Isaac's grandsons, also named Isaac, served as New York City's 63rd mayor. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that. From 1839 to 1841. The house was auctioned off in 1904 and donated to the Bronx County Historical Society in 65, but the land was sold off. The house was then moved. Yes, I knew it had been moved diagonally from its original location across Bainbridge, 1 block south, to its present location in Williamsbridge Oval Park. Although moved less than 100 yards, the house still bears some of the scars from the relocation. Sections of the house retain the original floorboards, hand-forged nails, and homemade mortar. The home is now at the Museum of Bronx History, administered by the Bronx County Historical Society. So there you go, guys. I think that's the first time I've ever stopped and read something for all of you on the channel. Beautiful home. And now let's wrap up the walk. Oh, so here's the statue I was telling you about. This is the Bronx River soldier. I almost said statue. And there is a tombstone in here. I'll show you guys the tombstone in a moment. It is right over here. I could get right up on it. Look at this old shed. I bet this old shed is also part of the property, guys. Look at this old shed. And then right over here is the tombstone. There you go. All right, let's continue doing some walking. So this over here is that park I was telling you about. And I would like to get in there. So let's walk a bit until we find an entrance. In the meantime, we'll look at some of the residential areas over here. I think there's an entrance right over there. There's an entrance right over here on my right. I want to show you guys though this real estate over here. Interesting looking homes. I'll come back here next week and we'll look at the side streets. We'll check out what the side streets look like. For now, we're gonna come inside the park here. I'll take you guys around the park for a little bit. They got a nice track, football field, and everything over here. Go this way. Let's look at some nature, guys. Take you on a nice little nature walk. We've been in the gritty neighborhoods of the Bronx, and this is a nice way to do the last part of the walk. Look at the way they have these trees lined up. If we got any historians watching the walk, definitely let us know about this park. I believe this park was a reservoir at some point. I really like the way these trees are just all lined up perfectly on either side. This must be a really nice park in the summertime. A lot of nice shade. I'm going to be taking you guys over where the football field is in a moment. I'm just going to continue on this little path here. Oh, we got a black squirrel. A rare black squirrel. Let's see if he's not too shy. Nah, he ran up the tree. I was going to show you guys. You probably saw it in the camera for a moment there. Yeah, he really went up that tree fast. In my neighborhood, the squirrels will come right up to you and say hello. I guess over here, they're... Maybe it's the crime rate. I don't know. Another one just ran up the tree. Like, they're so afraid, these squirrels. I wonder if people are hunting them or something over here. I'm looking at a home right now, guys. I want to go up the stairs and then we're going to come back down in here. Hold on. There is something I see out here. Another old historic looking kind of home. And then we'll come back down and wrap it up. Yeah, look at this. This is along the Reservoir Oval here. Look at this home, guys. This is Reservoir Oval West. Wow, look at this home, guys. This is amazing. This is nice. There's got to be a historic. It has to be something historic. Of course, I didn't do my research when I came out here, so I feel kind of naked not knowing this stuff. Look at that. There is a sign or a plaque over there, so we'll take a look. This is the keeper's house. This is the Reservoir keeper's house, guys. They got a plaque right here. I'm not reading that. You guys can read it. We could pause and read it. This is the Reservoir Keeper's House. Look at that. So I was right. The park at one point was a reservoir. I really like that patio. I mean, that really, it looks really old and authentic. Very beautiful. So we started this walk, guys, in front of Edgar Allen Poe's home. So just think, like, a lot of these old homes that we're looking at all of a sudden. We looked at that old farmhouse a little while ago, and now Reservoir Keeper's home. It's quite interesting. A lot of history over here. Now we'll wrap the walk up in the park. I want to thank everybody for tagging along on this one. We did another Bronx walk. I'm going to be heading back in this direction to get onto the last stop on the D train. I'm going to be riding pretty much the entire line of the D just to get home. I get off on 18th Avenue. I could get off either 79th Street or 18th Avenue. But, you know, it's only a few stops to Coney Island at that point. So this is the football field I was telling you about. It's got a nice track. You see people walking on the track right now. They got a skate park over here, it looks like. Oh, I see a half pipe. I see a half pipe. Call me crazy. I think I see a skate park over here. Yep, there is a skate park over here. So this is the football field I was telling you about on my right side. And on my left side here is the skate park. Honestly, it doesn't look like there's much. They got, you know, some verts here. They got like some handrails you could go down, I guess. Taking a walk around the track. Here's what we'll do. We will end it right in the middle of the football field. Right at the 50-yard line, guys. That's what we're going to do here. 50-yard line. So I want to thank everybody for tagging along. We just finished a walk in Norwood, Bronx. Got to see some historical homes, walk through some busy streets, and then wrap it up with a nice walk in the park here. This is the 50-yard line at MetLife Stadium. No, it's not. All right, guys. I'm going to be resting up for a few days. So I hope you guys enjoy the walks, and I will catch you guys soon. I gotta rest up this cramp, and catch you all in the next one. All right, take care, and bye bye.